so you could be aware. And then I start off with the importance of water. And you guys know the importance of water? Tell me what you know about water. What do you know about water?
I don't know about water.
Tell me why it's important for you.
Well, water is used for a lot of different things.
What do you think?
The body's made up mostly of water, so you have to constantly hydrate. It's sometimes even recommended to have like 8 ounces for every 10 pounds you weigh every day, which is, that could seem excessive, especially if you're as big as me, but I've been told that I should have at least like 10 to 15 glasses, 8-ounce glasses a day.
You're absolutely right. He needs
Candy?
Candy.
I have to give it out. I'm not even allowed to have candy. I had a piece of gum.
I have gum. We'll trade you in that gum for all that candy.
I can have a pack. The rest I'll give out.
You're absolutely correct, and water is very important. And when you're not in this kind of situation, and when you're out and about, you always need to be aware of the nearby water fountains. If you have any empty bottles, you want to keep them, fill them, save them for later. Keep them on the go. That kind of situation. You also want to keep your bottles, keep them from the shelters, from the food banks, that kind of thing, so you have the water to last you all day, because it is important. You always want to stay hydrated. That is very important. Also, with liquids, if you can, the Boost and the Ensures are very important meal replacements. They will fill you. They're packed with the essential vitamins and minerals. To help you guys if you're not getting the, vitamins.
That's when some of these people, they jog or run, and that always need some water or something like that.
Absolutely. If you're exercising.
To help them not to dehydrate.
Absolutely. If you're doing any kind of physical activity, you want more water too. Definitely.
Even in a training gym, you need a lot of water.
You're right. You're right. Also, for snacks, for the nutrition, what kind of snacks would you guys eat?
Granola bars.
Granola bars.
Fruits. And peanut butter crackers.
Fruits and veggies.
They
Peanut butter
have
crackers.
a lot of protein bars up there at Family Dollar or at CVS Pharmacy. The below nutritious bars.
Yeah.
Around if you look at them.
And they do, actually, at Family Dollar, they have a lot of, the protein bars. They have nuts.
CVS does too.
And the cereal, and they're actually very good. They're actually, the things that you want to look for are the granola bars. They have as many boxes of cereal, beef jerky, which can be high in salt, but it's a good on-the-go snack.
I think they got fibers.
The Fiber One bars, those kind of things.
Cereal.
Oh yeah, the
Fiber
cereal.
One
Nuts and pretzels, trail mix. You want to get crackers and peanut butter, like you said, and fruits and vegetables. Now those can get pricey, but you can go and you can get like they have little packs for like $1. I know Walmart has those, and the dollar store probably has them too. You can get the little individual pack. And they come with peanut butter, yogurt dip.
Yeah.
Those are good little snacks to have too.
What about dried fruit?
Those are good too.
That's what I was wondering. Versus fresh fruit, is dried fruit just as healthy?
Well, it's still better to have the fresh fruits and vegetables, but the dry fruit is good. I mean, it'd be better to have dry fruit than bag of potato chips. Yeah, than a bag of potato chips, definitely.
They have them little packs of, you have to watch the salt though. They have the little packs of tuna salad and chicken salad now for like $1, and you get like 4 crackers with it and a little thing of,
Yeah. There are a lot of things, if you go and you look around, there are a lot of things that you can get for, on-the-go little snacks, that are actually good. You do want to look at the salt, you want to look at the carbs and the fat. But yeah, there are a lot of things.
Even the cut up bananas, them real dried bananas and them and all them different type of packages, they have different things. Like,
Yeah, definitely dried fruit before any potato chips. They also have too. I just recently started eating these veggie chips, and what they do with those, they bake them twice instead of frying them like regular chips, and they're actually very good. Yeah, they're good. Any questions on nutrition? That's just a little short spill there. Now, the next thing I'm going to talk about is hygiene. Also, the locations of the shelter and the, just to be aware of those. So, I know she went over the hand hygiene, but what can you guys tell me about, toileting and showering and that kind of stuff? What do you guys know? What's your essentials? What should you guys do?
Me, I usually take like a shower in the morning and a shower at night.
Okay.
Like you always gotta make sure I'm good. You always gotta make sure that you have like your toilet paper. Like some people don't wipe good, so pretty much.
And one thing with wiping that a lot of people don't know, front to back for females, that's very
I heard
important.
that joke in comedies before.
Yeah, it's actually true, and that's very important for infection. That's for obvious, but front to back, and that's something that a lot of people don't know. What else? Anybody know? Anything else?
Do you think it would not be better to have in your house or on public to have like a wet wipe? Because I think dry wipe, it won't clean at all, clearly the person, because it's dry. So if I had a power, I would have like a wet wipe or water, something to like wash and dry.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, it's, either way is better than nothing. But yeah, I do agree with you with the wet wipe. And those wet wipes actually they're very multifunctional, the wipes. But yes, I agree with you. If you have them as a means, it definitely doesn't hurt to use them.
Right.
So, and actually my first point is baby wipes. They're actually very handy when a shower is not available. They actually can double as a washcloth, toilet paper, and tissues. So they're a very handy thing to have on hand. So at the very least, you want to wash your whole body off every other day. Now, ideally you want to shower every day. That is the main thing. Now, if you don't have the means, you at least, the baby wipes are they're very useful. You can use them to wash your whole body off every day, very important. You can use them to wipe, and then you can use them as a tissue. They're a very handy thing. Also, you can use them to wash your hands off before you eat. That's really important. At least wash your hands before you eat.
You could use Clorox wipes too.
You could,
Counters and kitchens and stuff.
but that might be a little harmful on your hands.
Might be a little
Look like the bleach.
hard on a woman because
A little hard, yeah.
Their hands are more gentle.
But it's probably better than nothing. Your hands are just-
It'll be hard on me
They're
too.
more gentle than men are. We got rough hands. They got soft hands.
Also, toothbrush and toothpaste. It's probably not as known, but if you don't brush your teeth every day, it can be life-threatening. Do you guys know much about the infections that can go up to your brain? Do you know anything about that? You can actually get, what was it?
Gingivitis.
Yes, you can actually get, go ahead.
Yeah, even people that have heart problems, sometimes they have to be real careful with dental because even if they have to have a procedure done, they sometimes have to take an antibiotic because if that spreads, it can spread to their heart. People that have, I forget what it's called, it was actually caused by a diet drug years ago. I forget what it's called that affects the heart, but like my ex-wife had it, and anytime she had any dental done, she had to take a real strong antibiotic like the day before so that wouldn't spread to her heart. Yeah.
Usually if people have valve issues or pericarditis or any endocarditis, they usually prescribe like an antibiotic for that.
if people don't realize how important the mouth is, but you can actually get infections that can go up to your brain, can kill you. Flossing can help with heart health. Now, one of the big things is obviously brushing your teeth with toothpaste, ideally 3 times a day, flossing every day. That's the ideal thing here. Now, if you don't have toothpaste, if you don't have it, one thing that you could do is gargle with salt water. Now, that is better than nothing. Salt can be found just about anywhere. You can get packets in the, McDonald's. You can get it just about anywhere. Now, like I said, you want to use toothpaste. If you don't have it, you can use the salt. It's better than doing nothing. But it is it can be life-threatening if you don't take care of your teeth. Any questions with the teeth?
What causes gingivitis in your teeth?
Bacteria.
I mean, when your teeth get real bad, that's what causes it.
Yeah, not taking care of them. Hand sanitizers also important. She talked about those, but I just want to touch on, like I said, just using those. If you don't have any means, you can get those also at the dollar store. I think you can get the little ones for $1. Carrying those around even just before eating is also important before you put anything in your mouth. Cleaning off your hands. Your hands and your mouth are the dirtiest part of your body. Cleaning those off before you eat. Also, another big thing that people don't think about is your feet. You want to take care of your feet. You want to ensure that you have properly fitting shoes. If you're walking around on the streets, if you're going places, they could be too tight, they could cut off the circulation, and too loose could cause blisters. You also want to keep your feet clean and dry. You want to be sure that you take off your shoes every day, and you want to inspect, clean and dry your feet. If possible, you want to replace your shoes and socks as frequently as you can. Also, another thing is...
You can get calluses on your feet if you don't clean your feet.
You can. And you can get the blisters, you can get all kinds of things too. That's really important.
Inside of the shelter, and I know this because it happened to me, and after that it took me a long time to get rid of it. Athletes flip because of many people that are going in and out of the shower and have the kind of income to get like the right kind of shower shoes. So my feet are usually nice, and they were not. So now they're nice again. And I was not enjoying the athlete's feet.
and actually, if you're using like a community shower, that's a very good point.
Yeah.
Maybe wearing some kind of sandal, definitely, good point. Also, another thing is washing your clothes. At least every other day if you can.
But the best thing you can do is don't go barefooted, and no matter where you're at home or somebody else's home or a friend's home, always should at least have socks, shoes on.
Yeah, definitely. And then washing your clothes at least every other day. Just to get rid of any bacteria, and also the lice that she talked about, they can live in your clothes. So you also want to wash out your clothes.
As far as, I think we had inside of the shelters not that long ago was, I think it was like a bed bug or something like that, because of like your sheets and stuff like that, and also like, your clothes.
Yeah.
That they had to shut down. I think it was a female shelter not that long ago.
Really?
And they had to clean it out. It took a long time to get rid of it.
Yeah, definitely. There's different kinds of the lice and the parasites. They can live in the fabrics and the sheets and the clothes.
I actually seen some stuff on Facebook. They said in Uniontown they showed these creepy pictures. I flipped out when I told Miss Adrian that I took my sheets down, took my curtains down. I was like, no, I was like, no.
Yeah, people don't even know they're there unless
I actually
you start
walk
getting
outside
on
my
their
apartment.
bed sheet and all that.
Definitely.
Their pillows and covers and stuff.
Does anybody have any questions about the hygiene or nutrition? So Amber's going to come talk to you guys about Hep C and MRSA.
Who?
Amber.
I mean, what's your
I'm talking about MRSA and hepatitis C. So, does anybody know what MRSA is?
It's a skin thing, and most times it's from not having your hands clean, which like it was like a few years ago, like we had something like that in the schools and stuff. There was all kinds of MRSA alerts because there wasn't a lot of, it wasn't having like the proper hygiene on your hands and stuff like that.
Very good.
It's a staph infection. What's scary about it is years ago, antibiotics used to be able to cure it, and at times, if you get a bad enough case of it, it can actually cause death because the antibiotics, the infection itself has changed over a time where it's gotten stronger so that the antibiotics don't beat it anymore.
Right. Very good.
I also thought that it has like 2005 or something, you know, when it was inside of the high schools, how it used to make like your skin fall off or something like that.
Yeah,
is that true?
Thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That can
That's
happen.
creepy.
It can be very dangerous, but
Yeah, I got one.
MRSA stands for methicillin-resistant Staphylococcus aureus. Fancy way of describing the staph bacteria that is no longer cured by antibiotics like penicillin and amoxicillin. And like you said, it is most commonly seen as a skin infection. And 25 to 30% of all people are colonized with MRSA. Does anybody know what colonized means?
No.
Yeah, it's not heard too often. All it means is that